Okay, so here we are. Today is the day. In fact, in a few minutes here, I'm going to be leaving. I'm going to be walking up to the freeway over there. One of the first parts of the experiment is this neon green sign with big lettering, and it just says one word. But I did stay a lot longer than I thought, even this last week. I was going to leave last week, and then I developed some kind of eye infection, and I found out going to urgent care yesterday that I am now prone to eye infections, follicle infections. The reason I kind of had to stick around for a bit is because there's hot water and tea and all these concoctions of stuff I was using to take care of this. We're just going to have to deal with it. So now we're coming down to the last few moments. I still don't even feel that nervous. I should. I'm worried about the heat, but today's pretty cloudy, so perfect day to leave. It's Memorial Day weekend, way later than I planned on leaving, but hey. I'm gonna miss my boy so much. Oh, I love this guy. I love this dog so much. Oh, he's such a good boy. And little grumpy guy here. It's time to go.
It'll happen. I don't expect it to happen right away. In fact, I wouldn't be surprised if I'm here for quite a while. Oh, I need to put my... There we go. Now I'm a normal person.
Well, you wouldn't believe it. My first part of the experiment is not going well. I've been here for probably an hour and a half. Don't be discouraged, my friends. I'm telling that to myself too. I think it's the beard. We're gonna keep in high spirits, and we're gonna keep at it. Someone's gonna pick me up. A lot of people love it. A lot of people smile and give me the hang loose symbol. But they don't pick me up.
Somebody's gonna pick me up.
Yeah, still here. Parents' house is right there. I've been here for like 2 hours. So it'll be all right. I'm not gonna let this discourage me. I'm not gonna let it discourage me. I want to get out of Yucaipa. You know, I am not going back there. Even if I don't get a ride, I'm gonna go set up camp in the wash for some shit. I don't know.
I stayed there for 5 years.
Okay, so we got our first ride from that guy right there. So we got dropped off here, and it's got a pretty good on-ramp over there. So let's go keep hitchhiking. That guy just pulled over. I grabbed all my shit. I ran up to the car and he took off. There was like three guys, and one of them was filming me. Fucking dicks. But that was funny.
You need to get off the freeway, man. Can't be right. You have to go all the way back. Not on the ammo.
Okay, so the problem I'm having right now is a cop came up and kind of beeped at me, and he spoke into the speaker, so I didn't hear what he said.
you know, I pointed back here, said, I need to go back there, and he said, yeah. But then I'm thinking he meant over here, but this is a big turn lane right here. So he had to have meant right there, right? I'm a little confused, and I wanted a break, and it's getting dark, and this is not necessarily a good place to be because we're in the middle of a city. The mall is right there. So I don't think there's any like easy spots I can go find to camp, you know what I mean, without hiking. Today has not gone very well. I mean, we got to Ontario, not what I was expecting. But that's okay. I mean, I expected the first couple weeks of this trip to not be smooth in many ways. So I'm not very surprised. But now I'm dealing with the cops kind of. I don't need the cop to come back and like say, I told you to. I'm like, told me to go where, dude? There's nowhere to go. All right, so day one, we didn't get that far. Probably got a 20-minute drive. So the experiment is off to a slow start. Okay, night one is going very not smooth. I found a spot, pretty good spot. I set up a tent, and then as soon as I got all ready to pretty much go to sleep, cop shows up with somebody from the truck stop, and they had people there before that would steal shit and bring it back there, and so I was just in a bad spot. Or then I went to the truck stops because I'm having an acid reflux attack, so I went to get some Rolaids, and then they told me I couldn't be there. I'm like, oh great, now I'm just being treated like a bum. So I went to a spot that looked pretty good, the original spot that I saw, and there's some shady ass guy at the entrance like that's living back there, and he was just shady as He eventually says, hey, that's cool, man, just set up tent right here. I'm like, no, I'm good. I just got out of there. I'm trying to figure out what the hell I'm gonna do, because it's hard to find a spot right now, and they're kind of got their eye out for me. So went looking around, hiked, you know, back over the bridge, and just couldn't find a spot. Kept looking on Google Maps, battery was dying. Eventually saw this field on the map, and I don't know, it's by the road and everything, but it was the best I could find, and turned out good because it's like 9 o'clock and I haven't been asked to leave or anything, so. Alright, so day two is going a lot like yesterday. I do think part of it's the beard. Definitely locations. This is just a hard area, I think, to hitchhike. I've been here for probably an hour and a half. I'm just in one of those bad places, man. There's gonna be days like this where I'm spending a big part of my day, or all day, trying to hitch. Okay, so we got a ride and we ended up in Covina. Alright. It was kind of weird though. I'll tell you about that later. I got dropped off at the In-N-Out, walked over here, realized that this is an impossible place to hitchhike from. Looking on a map though, there's a pretty damn good place at the next exit, which is probably a mile away. Now I could take an Uber, you know. Anyways, I'm gonna go ahead, because the point of doing this, not spend money. I mean, as soon as I get out of these cities, I'll be able to travel faster and get further. As soon as I start going up the coast, I think. I guess my not a weirdo sign worked. Okay, I was totally wrong. When I saw this road on a map, I thought that it goes on the freeway, but no, I have to walk to another exit half a mile away. Okay, I just learned a big lesson. Always look carefully at Google Earth, because I started walking down here thinking I'm going to an on-ramp. I'm going the wrong way because what I thought was a dead on-ramp, if I had just looked, there is a loopy on-ramp with a pretty good spot to get on the freeway back there. The next place I was headed to right here doesn't have an on-ramp. It's the same damn thing. It just keeps going alongside of the freeway with this wall. Okay, so here's our next spot, and it kind of sucks because even though I'm in the shade, people aren't going to really be able to see the pack, and just me being under a bridge, people are probably going to assume I'm homeless, you know. And the other thing is, there's only a small place to turn out, and it's in a turn lane. Not a great place to pull over. That's why I moved down here, so people have more of a time to think about it. But see where the curb goes in a little bit. But this is all I can do right now. But I think I'm gonna be here a while. I don't know, because not many people are getting on the freeway here. Okay, so the first part of the adventure, I mean, I knew it was going to be hard to get through, you know, the LA area and everything around it. Like, I was just talking to some girl who walked by, and she's like, oh yeah, this city, really hard to hitchhike through here, you know? I think as soon as I get to the ocean, there's like more like-minded people. Because here's the thing, like, I would absolutely, I mean, depending on how the person looked, I guess, I would totally pick somebody up who had a backpack and looked fairly clean and it says adventure, and you have a sign that says not a weirdo. I mean, I'm in a kind of a bad spot where it's hard for people to feel comfortable with pulling over, but I would do that. I'd put my flashers on and pull right in that little spot. And so when you travel like this, you find like-minded people. Like whoever does pick me up, they'll be, you know, more like me in that sense, most likely. And I think at the ocean, you get a lot more of that. Okay, so we caved in and we got a room. We're not going to do this very often at all, but we had to do it this time. Well, we didn't have to, but I really wanted to cut my hair. This was dead. We're just going to take it easy tonight. I really need to change my look because I'm not getting rides. It is the area, but it makes it even worse with this beard and this mustache. So I'm at least going to get rid of the mustache, cut the beard down shorter. Alright, we've done the easy part, the head. But I cut it shorter than I planned. There's my face. Sorry, had to get rid of the beard and the hair. Didn't mean to cut the hair so short, but I think I look younger, I look cleaner, and I think I have a much better chance of getting a ride like this. This is just ridiculous, man. Azusa. I wanted to prove that even though it's known that hitchhiking in the LA area is tough or impossible, I wanted to prove that it's not. And I proved myself wrong. I mean, I could wait here forever and eventually get a ride, but I'm at the point where, you know, this is just for the sake of filming and getting my adventure, you know, kind of started here. You know, I knew it was going to be tough, but this is impossible. And then everybody I talk to in the area is like, yeah, good luck. You'll be waiting for years before you get a hitchhiking ride out of Azusa. And I wanted to prove them wrong, but I just don't have the time. I'm going to break down and get an Uber to the ocean. I've kind of failed this part of the experiment. People have a good response, you know, to my signs and me and everything. A lot of people. But nobody just nobody seems to pick up, you know. It sucks.
it's very discouraging, and I'm trying not to let it. I'm trying to just be as positive as I can and be like, it'll happen. Yeah, you know, like, just stay positive, right? Well, it's hard to do after 2 days of trying to get out of here, you know? Here's my Uber driver. He's taking me to Santa Monica Pier. What's that? Lilo. Yeah, I'm cheating. And I just got to get to the coast. And then we'll be okay. And then we'll never get an Uber ride again. But here we are in Santa Monica. We made it. But this road, Pacific Coast Highway, goes all the way up the coast. So we're gonna try that tomorrow. Tonight, we gotta find a place to sleep but there's so many homeless here that, like, wherever I find, there's going to be others sleeping nearby. But this is way better than where I was, so I gotta be happy with that. And just stay positive, because I'm really sick of the LA area, I'll tell you that much. I just wanna get up north. So hopefully the next phase of the experiment goes by smoother than it has.
Oh!